Well, welcome to day 16 of our Advent readings. It's Tuesday the 16th of December, and again we've got two readings today, and today will be the last day where we've got an Old Testament reading and a New Testament reading. From tomorrow onwards we're going to have a Gospel reading and also reading from the later part of the New Testament as well. So today we're going to see Jesus as the Good Shepherd. We'll be in Ezekiel 34 verses 23 and 24, and then in John chapter 10 verse 11. So first, Ezekiel 34 verses 23 and 24. God says this: I will place over them one shepherd, my servant David, and he will tend them. He will tend them and be their shepherd. I, the Lord, will be their guard, and my servant David will be prince among them. I, the Lord, hath spoken. Then Jesus in John's Gospel, chapter 10, verse 11. Jesus says this: I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. When Ezekiel's speaking back in Ezekiel chapter 34, he's just heard about the fall of Jerusalem. He'd been exiled from Jerusalem a few years before. He's now in Babylon, and there he hears about what's happened to Jerusalem. It's been destroyed, the temple's been destroyed. It seems like kind of God's people, God's promises have been shattered. But God, of course, keeps his promises. And he promises Ezekiel that he'll bring a new ruler. God, through Ezekiel, explains that actually there have been lots of bad rulers of God's people, lots of bad shepherds, lots of people who are supposed to be looking after the people of God, looking after the sheep, but rather than being good shepherds caring for them, there have been bad shepherds exploiting them and hurting them. That's part of the reason why things have gone so wrong for the people of God at that time. But God promises through Ezekiel a new shepherd. And he says this new shepherd will be David, King David. Now, actually, of course, the actual King David had been dead for about 400 years by this point. So God isn't promising that David himself will be ruler, but it'll be a David-like king, a king from David's line, a good king, a good shepherd. Just as David was a shepherd king, so this king will be a great shepherd king and a good shepherd king, one who cares for the people. And then when Jesus speaks in the New Testament, in John's Gospel, we see that actually he compares the leaders then to poor shepherds who aren't caring for the sheep. But in contrast says that he is the good shepherd. He is a promised good shepherd of David's line who will take care of the sheep, who will reign over them in a good way, care about them, look after them. Indeed, Jesus is a good shepherd who will lay down his life for the sheep. What an amazing thing that Jesus will be willing to even give up his life for his sheep, for people like you and me. What an amazing thing that is. So again, as we approach Christmas this year, let's give thanks that God fulfills his promises and he brings us such a great and good shepherd, the shepherd king, the Lord Jesus Christ.